Welcome everybody to Gamezo. I am Jacob, joined here today with the Excel jungler Markoon. Thank you very much for joining us here, Markoon. So to start off, commiserations obviously for today. It felt like it was a very close back and forth game. You had some really good team fights especially, but the game doesn't go in your favour. So how was the game for you? How do you feel after today?
I feel like this was a game of inches, which again we lost on the inches. I think it's just came down to team fight execution again. Like we made some macro mistakes, they made some macro mistakes. So in the end, it just came down to the team fights, and I think we're just mis-executing the team fights, so we're losing them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the big question in everyone's mind for you is you've moved up from BTXL to the main roster just last weekend, and it's safe to say XL was struggling, but you come in, you have that incredible tour weekend, you beat G2. So how has the transition been for you behind the scenes? How have scrims been, and has it been a really nice move for you?
Yeah, I have to give a little credit to Hank here as well, Advienne. I think the fact that we came in as two made everything a lot easier, because when you come in as one, it's harder to make changes. The team identity doesn't really change, but when you change with two, and especially with two vocal players like me and Hank, like we shake things up a bit. We played more like how we want to play, and coming with Hank just made everything a lot easier to like adapt with the new team then.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear. I think jungle support obviously naturally has a lot of synergy, so that probably helped as well. For you personally, how did it feel to have that tour weekend last weekend? Obviously, beating someone like G2, it must have been a great feeling.
Yeah, it's like it obviously felt amazing, you know. I had to keep my head on the ground as well a bit, not fly away from Earth. But I knew that after the tour week we were gonna get hyped a lot, but I also knew that like we aren't bad, but we aren't good either. You know, like we've played only 2 weeks. So, like you can see it now in these games. We have some problems we need to work on. So I knew that there was gonna be a little bit of overhype, but you know, at that time I was just happy to have won 2 games.
And one thing I'm interested in is obviously you come in to like very tough schedule. So you've got G2, Vitality, Mad Lions, and then Fnatic today. So obviously four quite like top teams, all going to be challenging for the top. So when you're coming in halfway through a split, how do you mentally prepare for going against those sort of teams?
I think you just have to not care, to be honest. Like, if you focus too much on who you're playing against and the players you're playing, the big names you're playing against, like, it's just gonna get in your head. So, I basically just had the mentality that I don't really care who I'm playing, just gonna play my game and not focus too much on our opponents.
Nice, yeah. Would you say that like your time obviously on NLC has helped be in this environment, because obviously NLC is obviously very competitive and you were on the BTXL roster, so has that been a good step? Does it show that the grassroots is working?
I think BTXL was just very nice because the team I was playing with was just very comfortable. We were all very willing to improve, very open-minded. So it was a great environment to work and improve in. And I wouldn't say that NLC was the best, but I think getting to EO Masters, I think definitely EO Masters helped a lot with preparing for LEC and playing games under pressure and that kind of stuff. So I think I have to give more credit to EO Master for that. So.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm a big fan of NLC. That's why I just wanted to ask about it. Obviously, so you've gone 2-2 now since yourself and Advienne have moved up. So what do you think is going right, and what sort of things are you going to be looking to improve on in the coming weeks?
I mean, First of all, like I think we just need to clean up our gameplay a little bit. Like it's kind of obvious only playing 2 weeks together, not having a lot of scrims, that things are gonna be messy. So we really need to focus on that. But I think so far, like the aggressive playstyle that especially me and Henk are bringing is just helping the team a lot. Everyone's like very happy with how we're playing right now. So I think that has been working for us as well. And then I think especially team fights we need to work on a lot. It's like again, it comes down to like having only 2 weeks, having limited synergy with each other, but we're gonna put extra focus on it to make sure that our team fighting is top notch by like the end of next week or 2 weeks, because I feel like that's why we're mainly dropping our games at this point.
Yeah, that I think obviously that synergy as five is going to come with time, and I think it's looking good so far. I wondered how you're feeling about the jungle meta at the minute, because obviously it's seen a lot of changes even within just the last few patches. So do you think that the fact that jungle meta is so open and there's a lot of options is helping you feel comfortable in draft?
Yeah, I think I enjoy the jungle meta right now a lot. I think Riot has gotten a good balance right now of like they're still farming, but there's also more ganking champions. It's not either of the extreme. So I think they did a good job of that. And personally, like I just like the champions that are being played in jungle right now. They're just fun to play, like Diana, Viego, Lee Sin, a little bit of montage player like you can play. Like it's just fun to play these champs. So I'm happy that the jungle meta is like this. Yeah.
Good, good. I think a final question. I want to look to next week. You're going to be facing off against Misfits and SK. So Misfits have obviously they started so well, but they've had a 0-2 week this week, and then SK's really struggled to find their footing. So how are you guys feeling going into that? How's the prep going to be looking this week, and what are you focusing on?
I mean, we're just gonna be focusing on ourselves mainly. I think. Misfits, even though they went 0-2, I still think they're a very strong team. And SK, I mean, it's hard to underestimate them because they have shown like still a lot of potential in their wins. So we can never underestimate like our opponents, and we're just gonna be focusing on ourselves mainly this week. And then let's see. I'm not sure how next week go. Like we're probably gonna go 2-0 if we play well. We go 0-2 if we play bad. So yeah, it's quite simple.
Okay, well, one thing I want to very last question: is the playoff stream alive for XL? Are you going to break the curse? Is that the
Yes,
ultimate goal?
yes,
Yeah,
yes. Of course, yes. It's the
good.
goal. It's gonna happen as well. So
I love the
watch out for
confidence. I love the confidence, honestly. This has been Gamezo here with Markoon of XL. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll let you head off to your team now, and thank you for watching.
that. Have a nice day. Bye bye.